So, are you guys ready?
Hold on, I just got a message that told Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Hold on, Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Your podcast can wait. I got a game.
I got
Hold
a
on.
new, I got a new Fortnite.
Sorry, I'll be back. I gotta go play Fortnite.
Do that.
All right,
Yeah,
so we're back from playing Fortnite for a couple hours.
So now are we ready?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fortnite. Hell yeah.
I've never even played Fortnite. But yeah, I played Fortnite.
You're ruining the illusion.
I'm sorry.
You don't dab on them kids, floss on their dead bodies. Come on now.
Oh. Oh man. Oh man.
No, I do that in Valorant.
I'm actually gonna take it that we're ready. So, I'm confused now.
Me too. I don't. What are we here for?
Okay. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Attention Not Included. I am Klaus McHamster. Hello. Today we're joined by a new guest. I fucking hate intros. Anyway, of course, it's Bree.
Hello, I'm here.
I don't know how to do intros. And like I said, we have a person here today because Mixeyyy was unable to join us, so a very special guest. Veradrixo, is that how you say your full name?
Yeah, full name. Yes,
full
that's my
name.
first
Legal
and
name.
last name. Veradrixo.
Cool.
Yo.
Or as
fuck.
most people call you by, Vera.
Yeah, hello. Hit me.
How are you guys doing? How's your week's been? It's been a hot minute since we've done this.
Gaming, that's literally it. That's been my
Living
week.
the gaming life.
Mhm.
How was your Bree metric of the week? We got to do this every time we have to do this. What's your Bree metric? Which is usually, of course, what you eat for the week.
Bro, you think I remember that shit?
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I want to point out we got the full ADHD gang here.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, 100%.
Attention
What was it?
truly not included.
Yeah, that was it. I was about to ask, like, what was it?
This is gonna be all over the place because none of us can
God.
focus.
Oh god.
So nothing interesting for
man.
food. Like, this is the dead serious question. Like, what have you ate?
Serious. It's very important.
Very serious, straight faced.
I dipped egg rolls in maple syrup the other day. That's like the
Huh?
most interesting thing I can.
Kinky. I'm down for
Yeah,
this.
it was like this cherry almond syrup. It's really fucking good. Like it was sweet, but not like super thick, like normal maple syrup. You know, it was kind of
That
more
does sound very
liquidy,
good.
I guess. Yeah, so it like seeped into the egg roll, and it was very yummy. Yeah,
Huh.
Delicious. What
I
do you
recommend
guys
it.
usually dip your? Like, is that usually dip your egg rolls in syrup, or is that the first? I don't remember already.
That was the first time I did it. Normally it's sweet and sour sauce, but I was feeling a little spicy. And by spicy, I mean I was too lazy to heat up the sweet and sour sauce that was in the packs.
Yeah. Same thing.
Understandable.
Same
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah. So I was like, fuck it, we'll try maple syrup.
That does sound really good.
It was. I highly recommend.
What games have you been playing?
Valorant and Slime Rancher.
Mm,
Mostly Valorant.
mostly Valorant. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like Slime Rancher?
It's so fucking cute, man. The little sounds they make. You can just yeet them across the map as well. It's so cool. You
Yeet.
can just suck them up like whoop, and then
They are
across the
made of
map. It's
soft.
great. And then the whole time they just have this dopey little smile on their face, like, yeah, eat me across the map. Here I go. Wow.
How's Valorant going for you as well? You've been getting them wins?
Yes. I carried a ranked match the other day, went 23-10.
Amazing. God gamer,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, that felt really good. I got an ace in Spike Rush, which was also pretty nice, but it was with a golden gun, so that didn't really count. But still,
Murder
it was
counts. It doesn't
satisfying.
matter.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. Glad you're doing well. Had egg rolls,
Yeah, thank you.
Valorant, Slime
Thank you.
Rancher.
Yeah, that's my life, dude.
the true epiphany of life. Yes, of course. I'm down with it, man. I'm down with it.
Hell yeah.
Bree, how you been?
Oh. Uh,
Oh,
um, I've been playing Apex Legend and
Legend.
Leg
I-
end.
leg end. Yes, the leg does end.
My leg end.
Sad times.
I don't know. I played a little bit of Planet Coaster, and I don't think I really did anything else productive.
hmm
Besides like college, which is stupid.
Man, I
did make
feel
some-
that.
You did make some awesome art that I saw on your Twitter, which if you're not following
Oh.
Bree on Twitter, you should to see art.
I
Link
just
in
forgot
card
about
below.
that, to be honest.
Those were fucking amazing. I love the nacho one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I want a taco house.
Explain
thank you.
art, please.
Art,
Art
explain it.
Art is when you draw.
Not art itself. Art that you made, motherfucker.
It was for like a school project basically, and I just drew like foods as like people. So I had like a nacho sheriff in a taco town, and like a little ice cream lady and popsicle tourist.
You had like an ice cream sandwich dog as well.
Yes,
was
Oh,
that
I
was
love that.
yeah. He is the pug champion.
The pug champion.
And for food,
The Bree metric of the week, yes.
I just had salami.
Just all week. Just
All
salami.
week?
All
Yeah.
week, yeah, all week. There's a bug
I
in
don't-
my. Sorry.
I don't-
ADHD's hitting hard today.
Yeah, about that ADHD.
I don't know what else I had mochi, I think, but I have mochi all the time. We made brownies last night, and I had chicken and rice with steamed vegetables. That was.
I thought you were
Okay.
about to say you had chicken and rice with the brownie. Like,
Yeah.
No, I
mixed
did
in there.
not. That would be blasphemous. I would never do that.
That's the
Is
gamer
chocolate
meal.
rice a thing?
Chocolate rice?
Yeah, like
I mean, I'm sure
Uh,
like you could make chocolate shavings and
rice.
you could call it rice, but it's not like actually rice. The same
No,
thing.
I
It's like
mean,
you have a
like-
dessert pizza, but it's like
I mean,
not really.
melted chocolate in with the rice. Is that a thing?
Oh,
I had
wouldn't-
chocolate rice pudding.
I wouldn't
That's
do
all
that.
I found.
I
That's the
wouldn't do that.
closest.
Chocolate rice cakes. What?
I would try it.
Anyway,
I
as
would
you were
try it
saying.
once. Yeah.
Oh, I had grilled cheese too with tomato soup.
Yo.
Yeets.
I'm having burgers tomorrow. Anyways, this is not
Nice.
what the podcast is about.
It's a portion of it now. Like, honestly, we got to get it trademarked. The Bree metric of the week.
Yeah.
PM.
Extremely poggers.
Well, it's been like 3 weeks. Like, this is week 3. Like, we had to take a break last week, so it's been a while. So it's like it's hard to remember shit, and also like things happen that we just don't remember.
I barely
I-
remembered what I had for food. Yeah, I mean,
that's usually how that
memory's
goes.
hard.
Yeah, totally. Like I only remember what I had yesterday, which I guess I could say how I've been. I've been all right. For those that like follow me on shit, I decided to take a couple day break from like streams and shit because feeling a little burnt out. But
Hell
be
yeah,
back.
man. Take care of yourself.
eat. Yeah, I'll be back for that on Monday, Sunday, when we're recording this. So tomorrow.
Wait, is it Sunday?
Today is Sunday. Yes,
Today
it
is Sunday.
It's
Tomorrow is
Sunday?
Monday.
Fuck.
Huh?
Today's Sunday. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway. Continue. Sorry.
Oh my god, it's Sunday. I feel that. I feel that on a level.
That had nothing to do. The days just blend together. Okay.
Days
I feel
are not
that, man.
real.
I feel that 100%. Yeah, other than that, I've been all right. Also been playing, Valorant and Apex for multiplayer shit. streaming, of course. So that's basically my life at the moment. Um, for food, I only remember yesterday's food. I don't remember what I've had like all week. But yesterday we me and the wife Salty went to go get boba tea or bubble tea, whatever.
Boba.
Boba.
Bubba.
Um,
Bubba.
she got like a honeydew one, and I got like a
Ooh.
cookies and cream one, which is basically like
Yo, my man.
it's delicious. Which is like,
Hell yeah.
it's just like milk, and they just take a bunch of like Oreo cookies, blend that shit together with the milk, I think. And
It's
like,
so basic, but it's so good.
oh yeah, I fucking love it. We went out and did that, and then it's like, let's go get dinner because we're lazy on making food. So we went to a place called Freddy's. I don't know if you guys have that. Do you have a Freddy's?
I don't think we have Freddy's here. I haven't heard
Five
of them.
Nights at Freddy's.
Different
No, I
restaurant.
I,
Different
no,
restaurant.
I don't. I
suggest
don't
it.
think I have a Freddy's.
Their whole thing is like thin burgers. They're like smash burgers, I guess. Like
Smash them.
Yeah.
Squish the burger.
squish. Yeah. So we went there. Salty had like the normal burger, which is the thin patty with the vegetables and shit, with a hot dog and chili cheese fries. I had like this
chili cheese.
California burger, which is like the 2 thin patties with chili cheese fries as well.
Huh.
Good. It's a little expensive because the price of it was $26, but the full price I thought was funny as hell. It was like $26. Like,
Yo.
perfect. Yeah. It's like, yes, good luck on paying food. That's perfect. But we don't have them that often.
Happen.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's gotta wish for luck for those numbers. Yeah, we had that. And that was delicious. We don't have them that often. And we got a few fat bitches about it and get chili cheese fries as the side.
Of course.
And like, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna expose Bree on this. You've never had chili cheese fries, have you?
No.
What?
We gotta change this shit, man. We gotta.
How? You live in New York.
I don't want them.
Wow!
Okay,
So
understandable.
good.
Have a nice day.
I like when my cheese fries have like bacon and like the like chives and like ranch, but it's like I hate when it's that fake cheese. I hate
The non
like-
nacho cheese
yes.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, like I like when it's like you put shredded cheese on there and then you like toast them and then it's like, wow, look at these fries.
Have you ever
Forgot
tried
what they were
making-
called for a second.
Yes, the fried potato sticks.
Yes,
things.
those. The stick where you potato on it.
Language. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
language is
that's
my
words.
favorite.
Oh, have you ever tried making it like at home? So it's not the fake cheese?
Potatoes?
No, like the chili fries.
Oh, I've made cheese fries. Not chili. I've
Yeah,
never
they-
had chili.
You've never even had
Mm.
chili, like just by itself.
No.
Wow.
No, I haven't.
Interesting.
Is it?
It's good.
Is there a
It's-
reason for that? Or
I don't know. I've just never had chili. I don't know.
Bree's just
Is it just
healthy. That's the thing. This is the one thing I've learned.
Bowl of meat.
I thought chili
It's
was
also
healthy.
beans. I mean,
No,
it's
fuck
like
beans.
Oh, I
okay?
hate beans.
Yeah,
Oh.
beans are awful.
Beans
y'all are
suck.
just haters of beans. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
beans
See,
are
like, I-
delicious.
absolutely.
I'm a hater. No, I didn't know that I ate healthy until I like talked to you about it because you're
I'm a
like
fat
making this
bitch.
like Cheetos mac and cheese, and I'm like, all right, time for my weekly salads and smoothies.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. I eat unhealthy for like hitting almost 30. Like I'm gonna hit 30, heart attack, I'm dead. Like that's gonna happen. I swear.
As long as you're eating happy, dude, whatever.
Yeah. We just gotta expose Bree to like the shitty foods of life.
I mean, I eat burgers all the time.
Yes, but there's such a wide variety. We're gonna make that a YouTube series one day, just like the shitty food of America. Go on a country trip to find like this is the greasiest shit. Now put it in your mouth. Eat
Like
it.
I've
What's
never
the-
had stuffed crust pizza because New York pizza is just like normal pizza.
Stuffed crust
there's-
is amazing.
That's an actual sin in my book. Like I
Stuffed crust?
Oh.
But it's
no,
like
no,
normal,
not having
like
stuffed crust. It's so
it-
good.
it's normal pizza.
delicious.
Like they just make it normal. I don't know.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
no, I
do
get
that.
it.
They don't do that in pizzerias.
They should.
They really should. What's the most like cursed food combination you guys have had?
It's my current one right now as a snack. That I like to get every once in a while is I make it myself. Is take some bread, lightly toast it so it has some color,
Mhm.
but it has a lot of heat on it still. Put
Yeah.
peanut butter on it so it melts,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I put deli meat on it.
You lost me.
Hold
That's
on.
valid. I put at least like
You
two,
had us
like
in the first half. Hold on.
I don't think I have
What kind
any
of deli meat?
weird.
either ham or turkey. Like I don't care. I have no
I don't think it
discrimination.
matters. There's still peanut butter under it.
It's good. It's nice. It's a nice little it's a nice little snack that I'm like been obsessed with right now.
I'll see like on the menu at certain restaurants they have peanut butter burgers.
Those are
Yeah.
delicious.
It
I
sounds so
can't-
bad.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
it does. It sounds so bad. I've heard of it before, but it just does. It sounds horrible.
Mhm.
I'm the weird one today. Gotcha.
Well, I was trying to think of like weird food combinations, but I can't. The only thing I can remotely think of is that I put syrup on like all of my breakfast items. Like if I have
You're
a plate
supposed to do
of,
that.
well, yeah, but like, see, that's like not even on. It's malfunctioned. But it's like if I have a plate of like eggs and like some kind of pancakes or French toast and sausage and bacon, syrup is going over the entire plate.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
All of it.
agree. That's fucking great. Syrup and the meats are it's
Specifically
like a
sausage
perfect
links.
contrast.
It
Yeah.
makes sense too because like maple sausage is like a thing. That's like a
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
exists.
Oh, that shit's like nice. Like me and Salty will buy the like Jimmy John's or Jimmy Dean. That's it. Jimmy Dean sausage that has the maple shit in it.
Jimmy
And we cook
John's.
Yo.
and you cook
Jimmy
that shit
Dean.
up. You cook that shit up in a pan, like to have sausage gravy. For biscuits and gravy, which I know is another thing Bree never had.
Oh yeah. Sorry for being northern.
What do you mean? This is America staple. We're not getting into this. This is a totally different conversation. Anyway, and like that smell is just like I love it. But
Mhm.
for when it comes to syrup, this is my thing. I'm curious if you guys like agree with this. When it comes to sausage link and syrup, it has to touch only, like rolls into the sausage, like it just lightly touches it, lightly caresses the sausage link compared to
What?
dipping it. It has
No,
a
I'm
different,
dipping it. I'm dipping it. I am dunking it. I am submerging that sausage link in the syrup.
but there's just something
Drown
about
it.
it just touching, so like the oils mixed together, like it's like they're fucking a little bit.
Okay.
And like it and you just
No,
What
it's
and
about-
it-
not. What do you
What about this
mean?
though? Like, what if you keep the same idea of putting syrup on the entire plate, but it's strawberry syrup?
same it
Oh.
doesn't matter. It doesn't syrup is
It does,
good.
okay, because that's what I do when I get IHOP.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, strawberry syrup all over my eggs.
I just like doing that with sausage links though. It's like they're just sitting there,
It's
right?
good.
And you just pour it over your pancakes and shit, and it just slowly falls down the pancakes. I'm going to like full on like food porn talk right now. And it just goes down, and then it slowly moves to the sausage and just touches, goes under it, presses the sausage link, and like perfect ratio, sir. Because I've tried it that way, and then I've dipped it in like a little dippy cup, which Salty does as well. Whenever we have sausage links, she has to have a little dippy cup of syrup. Valid.
Little
It's
dippy
valid. But it's the perfect ratio of the greasy sausage link and the sweet syrup onto it when it just touches compared to dipping. There's too much syrup in it. It's still good, but it's the perfect ratio when it just touches. Personal opinion.
This has become the syrup podcast.
It's only 20 minutes. Don't worry.
I think IHOP has the best strawberry syrup, but if you were to go somewhere else, it wouldn't be as good. However, maple syrup, from the grocery store.
Okay. If we're actually gonna be talking about syrup, I'm down for this for like 5 minutes. The expensive shit is
strawberry
so
syrup is
fucking good. Have you ever bought the expensive shit? Like it has its own fancy
It's
bottle.
so good. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like in the
It's so
glass bottles.
smooth.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Actually tastes like someone just stuck a needle in a tree and sapped it out. Like
Dude.
Mhm.
we
There's no
only
like
get
extra
that.
chemicals or anything like that. It's just pure syrup and it's
Mhm.
so good.
You
Ah,
just throw
fantastic.
it on top of my French toast and just scarf it down.
Ugh, French
Yeah.
toast.
I love French toast. French toast with banana and strawberry and blueberry.
Oh, okay.
You
Last
don't
thing,
like
because it
blueberries?
involves syrup
I-
talk. Have you guys ever had chicken and waffles?
Yes.
I'm actually surprised by that. I'm
I
double
had it-
surprised. What the fuck?
I had it once at like I think I had it at a diner or something. I must have
Yeah.
because I go to diners like all the time. There are so many diners here you would not believe. Well, I guess it
Love
makes
diner.
sense, but there are so many diners. Like every corner there is a diner. So usually I get like a burger from the diner, but one time I had chicken and waffles and I put like this like the syrup all over both the chicken and waffles
Mhm.
as intended, and it was pretty good.
Chicken and waffles are amazing. So that's why it's surprising that you've had it, Bree. But Vera, who have not had chicken and waffles.
I've heard of it. I've never had an opportunity to have it because like there's
That's
no
valid.
diners here that serve that. So I'd have to make it
Interesting.
manually and I don't got the energy for that,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
We have a restaurant here called, I think it's called Black Bear Diner. It's a
Mm.
chain restaurant of diners, but so fucking good that their chicken and waffle. It's literally that chicken and a waffle. The waffle's like a giant Belgian waffle, and then
Oh,
they give
hell
you
yeah.
2 giant deep fried chicken strips on top of that, and you just douse that shit with syrup, and it's like I could fuck it. Like I would fuck food in that case, because of how good it
Dude.
was. Like I'm gonna take it out
Yeah.
for dinner, and then we'll have a good time.
I'll treat you right.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
treat my taste buds right, I'll treat you right.
Dude,
Exactly.
I'm gonna walk to the diner like around the corner of my like from my house like after this. Like I want to go to the diner.
oh, I want chicken and waffles so bad now.
Hey,
Oh.
chicken waffle.
I may be able to curb your appetite. Maybe. The most cursed thing that I've ever done as
I
a
forgot that was
snack.
original comment.
Yeah.
Please go on.
As a snack, I dipped mega stuffed Oreos, all right, just like the normal
Oh
Oreos,
no.
Thick Oreos. Gotcha.
into nacho cheese.
I would try
um,
that.
I
It
think I
was
remember
honestly
this.
really good. Yeah, you were there for it.
I
It
was, and I was
so
like, "Don't
good.
do it," and you did it.
I would totally
like-
do that. That sounds amazing.
It's the contrast, you know? You got something like savory and slightly
don't think I
spicy
would
with
do
something really sweet and crunchy.
It's
it's just-
unorthodox,
I love it.
but I
yeah.
approve. Yeah.
Yeah. The thought of it is awful, but the taste of it, fantastic.
I'm gonna have to feel
Love
salty
it,
to
dude.
get some Oreos and nacho cheese now. I'm gonna have to try this shit.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you go to the grocery store, and the only two things you get are Oreos and nacho cheese. What is the look that you get from the cashier?
I would say
Actually
like
worse.
I'm on a drug trip right now. I took 5 LSDs, 2
All right, all right.
marijuanas.
Okay. What if you get what you go up to the what is it the counter, and you put it on the little conveyor belt thing, and you put Oreos, nacho cheese, condoms. What now?
I'm gonna come so much tonight.
I hate it. I should not have.
You just
Anyways.
walk away. Right after that, you just walk away. Don't even acknowledge that they exist, and just be like,
Oh my
"I'm gonna come
God.
so fucking much," and just walk to your car.
You
Just leave
start
the store.
opening the box of condoms.
You gotta prepare beforehand. Make them think that you're about to fuck with Oreos and nacho cheese in the parking lot. Like, anyway.
Anyway,
You
make
know-
sure it's like the really mega stuffed Oreos, you know? You don't want the savory
Thick-
to overpower the sweet, you know?
thick with three C's. I got you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably talk about what we're doing here.
Yeah.
It's only been like 26 minutes. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Today's a bit of a chaotic day to begin with because, just got a guest and I just feel like it should just be just a chill day for stuff. But Bree suggested this of what we watched, which if you saw the title, you know. But we're only gonna be talking about the series today because apparently there's a movie for it. There's 2 series in a movie. Yeah. That was correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the lovely Larva.
We watched the trailer for the movie though, so we basically know what happens. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We saw the trailer.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need to get together again just to watch the movie
Save
and make
the
sure
movie for
Mixeyyy is
another
there
time.
too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, next time we'll bring Vera back when Mixeyy's here, and then we can all just stare at Mixeyyy as he just stares in disbelief at this movie of what the fuck is happening.
We gotta make sure he doesn't listen to this podcast, so he just has no clue.
All right,
Okay.
Mixeyyy here.
Yeah,
if you're
Mixeyyy.
listening to this, get the fuck out!
Go away! Beyond thought.
But Larva is, oh god, I don't know how to explain it because like it's on Netflix. Like everything's on Netflix. Even the newest series, the second series, is a Netflix original. Which most of the time that's like just bringing it to other countries essentially. But they're like minisodes packed into at least the beginning seasons were.
Yeah. So it's the first Larva show came out in 2011. And basically it's like slapstick humor and it's a bunch of little skits, like 2-minute skits, and it's like a 20-minute episode, and the 20-minute episode is filled with all of those skits.
And there's no talking at all. It's all just silent comedy. I mean, there's noises, of course, but there's no talking.
There
Like
are
no speech
lots
at
of
all.
noises and sound
There's
effects.
a lot of wet noises.
Fucking wet mouth.
Oh man.
But yeah, so
I
like
hear that in my dreams.
it's valid. We saw many things that are probably gonna haunt our dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. And what we did was we just watched a few episodes of each season. I think we didn't do that with 3, so I have no clue. Because there's kind of a story with the first 3 seasons. Mostly just what it looked like location change. That's all it was.
Yeah. So yeah, the first show is, just to give context, the first show is the 2011 show. The second show is called Larva Island. The first show was just called Larva. So Larva Island came out in 2018, and then the movie came out in 2020. So that there's our Larva timeline.
Yeah, you gotta establish it.
Yeah.
But they just do all over crazy shit in the first series. They're like stuck in the sewer for season 1, and they just do a bunch of like crazy ass shit, which I feel like I have notes on everything that happened. Like it's just like it kind of makes no sense. I put ice cream head for one of the little skits.
Dude, same. My notes are just all over the place. One of them is Gary took some meth. I don't even remember what that was from.
We could explain some of these skits just to give people an idea of like how chaotic these really are.
Oh god, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, like I think wasn't the first one was the ice cream. Which was they're just in the sewer grate. There's an ice cream above them, like where the water drain, that's where they're at. And it drops on the one guy's head, and like, which they have names, which is there's a yellow and red, which is a red larva.
Riveting.
Is red. He's short and kind of angry all the time. Then
He's abusive. He's mean.
Also,
that little fucker's a
red and
manlet.
yellow are lovers.
Yes,
Not
that's in my
canonically,
notes.
but
That's the other thing that got me confused. Like, are they lovers? Are they brothers? Is this incest? Like, what is happening? Because in
I think
season
they are secret lovers because they act like a
They
married
always eat
couple.
each other's
They
asses.
really do.
They really do. They eat
Yeah.
ass a lot.
They do.
That is not an exaggeration. Like, they full on put their mouths on the ass.
Like
Pro
this is
ass
one
eaters.
of the later skits, but basically they find like a fish, and there's like a fish in like a little plastic bag, and red and yellow are like, oh my god, look at this little fish, it's so cute, but like they don't say it with words because there are no words. They just make sound effects and like, oh, like that. Oh, wow. And a hole gets punctured into the like in the bag in the plastic
The hole
fish
gets
bag.
punctured, all right.
Anyway. And so Red's like, oh no, I have to, like, they don't have arms or legs because they're larvae, right? So they use everything with their tongues and mouths, so which makes for interesting content. So Red tries to plug up the fish, like the hole in the bag with his mouth, but then it gets bigger, as you know it normally does.
Yeah.
When that kind of stuff happens, and the bag just starts leaking all of this water, and he just puts his entire mouth on it and just sucks it up, and he just becomes inflated in this huge large worm, and then it starts coming out of his butt. The water starts leaking out of his butt. Yellow comes along and he's like, uh-oh, what now? And he shoves a rock in Red's butt, but that doesn't work. Uh-oh, Yellow, what are you gonna do now? And he puts his mouth on
It became the human centipede, but larva form.
they both like filled up with water, and then it starts coming out of Yellow's butt now. So there's like a tin can off in the distance, like a sardine can. So they're trying to scoot closer to it so they could get the water into the can, and they eventually do, but like it's stinky, dirty water. And then the fish dies.
And they like shut the lid, like, just forget about it.
Yeah.
Hide the body. It's not fair.
It's just
there was a lot of skits where just one of them would get backed up, essentially, because there was one where they were both sleeping on a box of matches, and then Yellow was snoring excessively. So Red wakes up super annoyed, and then he stuffs Yellow's nostrils with like newspaper. And it's fine for a second, he goes back to sleep, and then he starts snoring again. So Red gets pissed off again and puts something in Yellow's mouth. Again,
he like wrapped it up. He wrapped it up with like yarn or some shit.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
And
it's a
then-
nightly occurrence, like with me and Salty every night when I'm snoring. This shit happens.
She wraps up your mouth? Good to know.
Carry on with the story.
Yeah. So then, a few more moments of peace, right? Red goes back to sleep. And then Yellow starts snoring out of his asshole.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
So Red bundles up a bunch of newspaper and then shoves it into his asshole.
And there is lots of detail on the puckering and the sucking of the newspaper.
Because he's still trying to snore, so it's just going in and out with his breath. So
Yeah. Oh,
it's so bad, dude.
I have the perfect line that I believe you said, Veradrixo, that is a kink-friendly show for kids.
It really is. Like,
there's so many moments of
there's
that
so
happening.
many. So many hidden little kinks that would just go over a child's head.
During that one skit too, like it gets worse because like Yellow starts inflating, and Red's like, uh-oh, he's gonna blow up. So should I? Let me think about this for a second. Should I take the newspaper out of his mouth, out of his nostrils, or out of his ass? Okay, I'll take it out of his ass.
Yeah.
It's just this gaping hole, and fart just comes out and kills Red. That's another thing. At the end of all of these skits, someone dies
Someone
every
Yeah.
fucking
time.
dies. There is at least one fart joke, at least one, and then someone dies.
Yes. Yes. and hints of kinks.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
100%. 100%. That's why I'm like, this is bondage. Lots of bondage happening in this show.
Oh, God.
Ugh. They also introduce like new characters. I don't know if it's like random, but like they introduce new characters like every season.
Mhm.
Like the first season had this weird other larva version thing that's like, but it's massive. It's a massive purple larva thing with
Yeah, he's
5 rows of
basically like
teeth.
hidden. Yeah, he's
His
hidden in the
name is
ground, and
Violet.
then when he wants to
Oh, yeah,
be
that's right.
angry, he comes out and he goes, ah, and he yells, and he's
yeah.
like, big boy.
I think he's just like a sweetheart that just wants to be involved sometimes.
Yeah. He's
Until
a
the
good
piranha
boy.
one. Until the piranha episode, and then he like
Ah.
the piranha plant episode. Yeah. There's like these weird plants that came out of nowhere to fuck up these guys' day. And like a bunch of shit happens like for like a minute straight. And then like right at the end, um, the violet came out and like fucked him up for a bit, but it didn't go well because more came, so he just flipped over and made himself look like one. It's like, God,
And he was
yo,
like, yes,
motherfuckers.
I am one of you.
Yeah.
Please don't kill me. I am one of you.
And like that's
That guy
stuff
was
that
great,
happened.
though.
Yeah, he was a really cool character, which I don't think they ever. Well, what we've seen, they didn't reintroduce him. I'm thinking like they go through different characters for that specific season
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
second season came along and like obviously we didn't watch the whole season for season 1, but way season 2 introduces that the 2 red and yellow gets carried off by a fucking pigeon in the middle of the sky, and they somehow escape and landed into the one house, basically the up house. It's up. It's the
Mhm.
up house from that movie.
Yeah.
They land there, and this is
And
where
that
we
was
get
like the location change. That's
Yeah,
how
and
they
then
move
they
up
just
in the
spend.
world.
Yeah.
and we get introduced to new characters like that fucking chameleon. Is that what that was? That was a chameleon, right?
There's
was
a
either-
chameleon, there's a bird, and a dog, and a
Gangster
dung
bird
beetle
was
gets
great.
introduced. But we didn't watch
Oh
all
my
the episodes from
God.
the first season. But the dung beetle was in the first season. He, I don't remember what episodes he was in, but I remember him in those episodes, and then he like comes back in the second season. They're like, oh my God, it's the
Mhm.
dung beetle. He's
Oh, he was
back.
my favorite. He
I
was
would just
so
like
extra.
to talk about. I would like to talk about how they drove him to suicide, though.
Yeah. That was like the.
That's important.
You want to explain that one?
I'll try to. Yeah, he's a dung beetle, so he has this giant ball of dung that he takes with him everywhere, right? And it's his love. He loves it. He's kinky for it, you know? They make that very
Yeah.
apparent.
He's getting intimate.
So he's sleeping next to red and yellow. And red and yellow can't fucking sleep because there's a giant bowl of shit right next to them. You know, it smells bad. So they try to get rid of it. And the dung beetle's like, no, please don't do it. And then after so many fucking shenanigans, they end up like getting it into a toilet.
Mhm.
And right as it falls in, the dung beetle is staring at it forlornly. Forlornly? Forlornly?
Forlornly.
Forlornly.
He misses it.
Yeah.
He's so sad. So he just turns around, stares at red and yellow for a second, and then jumps backward into the toilet.
Very,
So
very dramatic
dramatically,
music
yeah.
plays.
He's so fucking
my
extra.
It's slow-mo and everything. You could see him slowly closing his eyes. Like, yes, I will die with my shit.
He is accepting his fate.
Oh my God.
Oh, that he was my favorite character because of that shit, man. Even when he entered in the frame, like I think they were fighting or getting chased by a dog in the front next to the front door, and like the flap for the mail opens up and he's there with like his hobo bag, you know, like the stick and the handkerchief on it. And he's just like whips his hair like the sexy whip, you know, like the Fabio hair flip. That's what it was.
Dude.
And I'm like, this guy's so fucking extra. I'm down for it.
I think I want to talk about the episode with the skit with the robot,
Oh my
the
god.
mecha one.
Oh.
but I don't think I
Ah.
want to explain it.
I
If
could.
you can explain everything up to it, I can do the bad part or the good
Okay.
part. I guess. I don't.
I'm trying to remember
part.
now. I think I have
What?
a couple notes on it.
They find like the remote for the robot, and I
Mhm.
think like Red, being tiny little short angry man, he like hops into the head of the robot, and he's like, "Oh man, this is so cool!" And like Yellow is controlling the robot and everything.
Mhm. And it's like a mecha robot. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
and they're fucking around with it, right? He's in it. He's the head, and they're just going around while Yellow controls it. And trying to see, who did he get in a fight with? Was it the bird, the gangster bird? I feel like
Don't remember.
I remember. It's the gangster bird. Reason why I call him also the gangster bird, because the motherfucker's got a gold chain. He's just
he
he's
also
looking.
he looks like he has no eyes.
Yeah, because they're very tiny, and he's like
Yeah.
squints his face. He's like an old mafia boss. Like that's
Yeah,
what he
he's
kind of
got
looks
giant
like.
forehead, big furrowed brows, and you can barely see the eyes under it.
Yeah, this is what happens when the fucking like the Twitter bird goes corrupt. This is essentially what it was.
Yeah, it was that. Cancel culture came for him, and he said, "No, I am the cancel culture."
You come to me on my daughter's wedding. Come with the offer.
God damn it! I just took a sip of coffee, man. Oh fuck.
So, and they're in the kitchen. It doesn't. I don't know how they got there, but I think they're in the kitchen or something when this shit happens. And he just dive bombs them a couple times, and like they're trying to fight him off, but like it's not working. And then Yellow notices a button. Notices a button on the remote. Pushes it. The mech transforms into a gun, essentially, or a cannon, as we soon learn. And then when Yellow presses the button again after it transformed, a hand comes out, punches Red inside of it, like loading a chamber.
Yeah.
And then, like we notice there is like a very suspicious looking let's call it a pin to be more child
it's a butt
friendly.
plug. Okay, it looks like a butt plug.
I was gonna say plug,
Just say
but I was
what
like,
it is.
and Red notices is like, oh no, no, please no. But like,
I want to talk about how like before there's like there's a slow-mo almost, like it zooms in, and it's like basically slowly going into his ass. And
yeah, right when he presses it, and it's just like
focused on it. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
And as that happened,
writing that show.
They're kinky bitches. They really are. And I think he gets stuck, so nothing happened. And I don't know if like for some reason season 2, they would just do hard cuts to rough sketches of stuff for the ending of it, because they're only a couple minutes. So I don't remember if it went to that style, but like he got stuck. So Yellow's like, oh, okay, I'll just spam the button, and he just got fucked. He literally just got fucked by this bullet trying to get out of it.
It was a fucking machine. That's literally what it was. He was stuck in a fucking machine.
It just kept getting faster.
Remember, people, geek-friendly show for kids.
Really
There
is.
was no lube.
Just went dry. Not even spit. Maybe get the fucking time of day for that. Oh my god.
Also, before I forget, can we talk about how much white fluid there was in the first season?
Oh my god, like the spit when like they get fucking bombarded by shit. Oh my god.
It started in the first fucking episode with the ice cream. It was just this thick white stuff.
Everywhere.
It dropped onto Red's head. Yellow started licking it off of his head.
That was first episode, yeah.
Yeah, there was a skit too with in the first season with the mosquito, Where
Oh, how did we forget? Oh my god.
where the mosquito is like trying to get red and yellow, and the mosquito chooses interesting places to start sucking
Is
blood from.
He's sucking that asshole.
Basically, yeah, that's where his like the mosquito's like nose needle thing goes into, and then basically after all the blood is sucked out of them, they turn completely white, like they're
shrivel.
sucked dry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking mosquito. He can handle some bitches. And like it happened to all of them, so it's like you just see this mosquito. It's like this mosquito just took on 3 larvae. What a champ!
And now he's like big and chunky and like green because he's all filled with blood.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
It's very sexual if you're just dirty-minded like us. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure.
God, I feel like now we're just going back to the entire first season. You remember the snow one? The ice one?
Oh my god.
Where the like
Yeah.
there was a dog that peed on them and like they froze and a dog peed on them.
Dog.
Yeah, it was definitely a dog.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
it was definitely a dog.
wolf. I heard a wolf. I'm
Definitely.
pretty sure.
And like they were frozen and like it got warm and they started to unfreeze and they're like, "Oh my god, yay!" And their mouths were open and they basically their mouths were peed into.
Mhm.
And they started like, "Oh my god!" And they started like basically spitting it all out, trying to throw up, and then it gets cold again, and they freeze in the pee.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're getting a good example of how the show is. And this is all quick. Like there's like what?
Yeah,
Like 4 or 5 in
Yeah,
one
the f-
episode, and we only watched 2
Yeah, just
full
quick skits.
episodes. Yeah. Like I went on the wiki to see some information on it. It's saying technically that it has 286 episodes, which is like that's how they
so
do it.
many.
Yeah, because it's like quick, rapid little
Oh, like
Yeah.
every
shorts.
skit is
They're
an
like
episode.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
2-minute shorts. It's a 20-minute episode, and it's just like
Yeah.
it goes so fast. Like it just goes straight to the next one. There's like a
Mhm.
little
We
in between,
were-
like and then it goes straight to the next one. It's like what? I'm still processing the last one, and we're like
Yeah.
right into the next one. So much happens. Like they condense, like they make. I'm guessing they make these skits, and then they condense like the most like important parts of it, and it's so fast paced that like once it's
Mhm.
done, it's like all right, done with that one. Right into the next one, and things are already happening 2 seconds into the skit, and it's like, what is going on?
Yeah, we were only on the first episode and we were like halfway through. And we were like,
Awesome.
this is still the first episode?
Yeah.
We've gone through so much.
Like, it
It's
feels
such
like
a roller
you're getting
coaster.
so much content, and like the
Mhm.
second, I want to say that the first season, the animation quality, it wasn't great,
It
but
was a little rough, yeah.
yeah, some of the physics on some of the liquids too were interesting. But that 2011, so
Intentional, I'll say.
yeah.
But interesting.
you go to the second season and it's like completely like you could tell
Yeah.
that they got like a budget increase, like because the first season
Suddenly.
it's like one camera angle that pans like left and
Left and
right,
right, yeah.
and it's just like in this same sewer spot over and over again. Second
Mhm.
season, birds flying in, they drop into a building, there's camera angles, there's multiple different characters, they're like running this way and the camera
Slow-mos
angle
and all that.
changes. Yeah.
Suddenly they have shading. Like
Yeah, and it's
have a
like whoa,
budget.
it's jarring that like you could see the budget increase.
Yeah. It was crazy, man.
I didn't know I needed to see that much texture on Larva, but yeah, that's cool. That's the other thing. They are huge. Like they're larva, but they are so fucking big.
Oh yeah. They're like very thick. Even the short one is
Yeah.
thick as fuck.
Thick boys.
Yeah.
Thick.
The thick
I mean,
bondage lovers.
especially in the episode where he eats the Russian nesting doll.
Oh my god.
That one's he vores a Russian nesting doll and he becomes the shape of it the entire episode.
Nice pear shape.
in another moment appear like, yeah, this is just them. Like they have an agreement. Like their safe word is pineapple. Bondage situation. He gets taped
Dude.
down by the red one.
Yeah,
But
he's trying to like lay down to go to sleep, but he can't because the weight of the Russian doll keeps bringing him upright. So the red one just tapes him down.
Yeah.
After he passed out without his knowing, and like you brought it up, Vera, of like, it's nice that he left the nose and mouth open. It's like, well, this is their bondage situation happening.
Yeah.
You don't want to suffocate your bondage partner.
But then he wakes up and he panics, right?
Yeah.
And I forget what he does, but he somehow like shits out the Russian doll.
Yep.
Straight into Red's mouth, I think.
And now Red has this Russian doll in him, but upside down.
Yes. It became reverse pair.
I also want to talk about the skit that was the dung beetle is back again, and they go into the freezer.
Oh my god. There's so much to this show, guys. Like, this is fucking
so
insanity.
much.
And a lot, it just doesn't make any sense, and that's the best part. It's like almost, slapstick Tom and Jerry type stuff, except it's more random and irrational and like on crack than Tom and Jerry type stuff. Because I feel like Tom and Jerry is like, you get the basic plot for like an episode, right? And then it's like, okay, so he wants to get him this way, and he's gonna try and keep getting him, and like there's all these traps and stuff. But it's like with this, there's just all these little skits and all of these, and it's like, whoop, okay, a lot's happening, everything's happening. The dung beetle is tap dancing in the freezer. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
After he ate his shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
he ate his shit, and then
if you want to explain that episode, Klaus.
So they're just hanging out in a pizza box, and like the dung beetle, I don't know how he gets in the frame, but then a human comes about. It's basically me on my days off. That's how it was, gut hanging out and everything. He comes up and grabs the box, the pizza box, and they all dive into it to get it, like hide from him, and he throws it in the freezer. So now they're in a freezer, and of course they're gonna freeze soon because freezer.
By the way, if I may interrupt,
of
why
course.
the fuck did he put pizza in the freezer?
Yeah, I don't know.
There was already a slice of pizza in the freezer beforehand.
That's true.
Like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
How you living?
He don't give a fuck.
And yeah, you could see like he had a Chinese takeout box, and then he had like a little, which again is a very strange pizza box, because it was like when you order a slice of pie from like McDonald's and it's in like that little triangular box. That was the box, and it's like, that's not how anyone serves anything. What is that box? It's so specific. And he puts the Chinese takeout box in the fridge, and then he opens the freezer to put the slice of pizza box in the freezer for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. And it gets more like so much more confusing later on if you think about it. But so yeah, they're in there, they're out there, they're trying to like, okay, we gotta survive, I think. And like the dung beetle just had some shit on him.
As
of
always.
Course. Yeah, of course. Emergency reserve. And he eats it and he cracks out. Like it's like he just took like LSD at a rave. That's what it looked like to me. And he just starts dancing. And so everyone starts dancing because I guess that makes sense. They dance to stay warm so you don't freeze to death.
Yeah.
Oh, and it gets so dramatic. And then like the guy opens up the freezer again. I don't know how much time has passed. It looks like 3-4 seconds of basically in their world, I guess, of just dancing, trying to survive.
Yeah, the music
And the human
too
opens
is
up the
amazing.
fridge again and like takes the box out. I'm like, you just put it there. What the fuck? I'm so confused.
Maybe he realized. Yeah.
Oh, so
he had like an ADHD moment. It's like when you put your phone in the freezer because you were like grabbing something or like you made something, and he's like, "Oh, wait, that meant to go in the fridge." So maybe he like grabbed it to like, because he didn't mean to put it in the freezer.
I put like the milk in a cabinet before. Like, I get it, dude.
I feel like I've definitely done that. And I think my favorite part happens like right when the guy grabs the box again, is that the larva gets in the box, but the dung beetle wasn't able to get in, so he's just hanging on. And it was all dramatic, so he let go, went back in the freezer, like, go on without me. And he starts dancing again, and it
he's
slowly shuts. And he's like,
To this day.
runs to the edge of the freezer.
It's so weird though, because like it's all slow-mo and like dramatic music, and they're like, no, because he falls off and he falls into the freezer, and like he looks down at the ground, so you think, oh, like he's gonna jump, right? No, he just stays in the freezer and like starts dancing. I was like, what's going on? Almost like tap dancing. And when the freezer starts closing, he's like shuffling his dancing like towards the exit of the freezer. Like the freezer's closing, and so he's trying to go left to like get out of the freezer, but instead of running, he's just dancing sideways really fast. And it's so confusing.
The best way I could describe it, it's as if your lover in a romantic movie from the 30s, black and white, goes on a ship and it just goes off and you chase after him like, Louise! It's like that. It was literally just like that. 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, Louise! It's like that. 100% of that motion that happened when the door closed.
Yeah,
He's
and
still
then
dancing
like
in there.
on theme. Yeah, on theme with like the first season, everyone dies at the end of the episode. Or like something bad happens to them and like it never gets solved. Like it's
It's just skits. And like I think we even said at one point during it, it's like the Pixar shorts but on crack. And I don't know if anyone said that earlier.
Yeah.
But
there was one little skit where a bottle cap falls into the gutter.
Yeah.
And Yellow like steps on it and it gets stuck on his feet. And then he realizes it makes a cool sound when he moves around. So he starts like tap dancing a lot. And it reminded me of the Pixar short called Bounded, where it's like this shaved sheep that loves to tap dance. And he was like super proudful and everything, but then someone shaved him. So he was super ashamed of himself because he's no longer this beautiful sheep that tap dances. And then, I don't know, this kangaroo comes by and he's like really buff and he's like, don't you ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something, you know, like you're beautiful. Something like that. I don't fucking know.
I love this explanation, but yeah.
So this huge sheep just keeps bounding around, tap dancing. He don't give a fuck. He's naked and he don't care.
This is how that's the sheep became a nudist that day. Yeah, this gets like that all over this show, man. And that's only the first 2 seasons of 2 episodes on each season or something like that.
Yeah, we basically watched like 1 episode in the first season, 1 episode in the second season, and that was like 40 minutes alone. And we were gonna watch the 3rd season, but it's like it's the same thing. I didn't think it was gonna be as drastic of a change from the 1st season to the 2nd season.
Yeah, animation wise,
the animation quality went like woo.
Yeah.
Then we
went to the second show.
Yeah, the second show. Yeah, not fucking.
Yeah.
Which
the second show came out in 2018, where they get stranded on an island. And this show is interesting because like the first show is set in like skits, even throughout like both seasons. Well, all 3, I'm assuming. It's just skits. This like Larva Island, the second show, is not skits. It's 7-minute episodes compared to the 20-minute episodes of skits, but it's just 7 minutes of like a short episode, and then it's like they go in order, like they make sense together, like it's actually coherent, like it's like a coherent story, and it's not just random skits that have like, you know, no consequences for when something happens. Yeah,
they actually like hired a writing team.
Yeah, they can no longer die at the end of the episode, basically.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know how many episodes we watched that, but
we watched 3 or 4 of them because they're so short, and we watched like 40 minutes of the next. Yeah, that's the thing too. You get invested because the first episode, like, Red sees this like cool witch worm because he
Which
eats a mushroom. He eats a mushroom. He eats a mushroom that makes him really farty, and like it's like, oh my god, he's gonna die. And like, by the way, I looked this up on the wiki,
Yeah.
and
The wiki.
the wiki,
Of course it does.
the blue-footed boobie's name is Booby.
Booby!
As
Oh.
I should be.
That was like the one thing that we loved on the second series, is that it has a totally different cast as they seem to be doing, and one of them is a blue-footed boob, which is a real fucking thing. And I was like, that's a boob.
Yeah, it's a
So
real
we kept
bird.
saying
That's a
shit.
boob.
Yeah, his name on the wiki is Booby. Uh,
And the booby keeps
Beautiful.
trying to eat the larva. That's its
Yeah.
goal. That's its main motivation.
yeah,
Mhm.
he's hungry. The Booby is hungry.
Booby needs food.
Yeah, so
Kept saying shit
what-
like that.
was
man.
it Red? Yeah, Red eats the mushroom, whatever. He gets all farty and sick and whatever, and then he gets kidnapped by Worm,
Another
Witchworm with mask on. He's got like a
Yeah, she's like that stereotypical character you find in a jungle that you're stranded on
one.
that is not socially inclined at all. I don't know if that's how you'd word it. Like,
Yeah, I know.
she's fucking wacko, okay?
yeah.
And a ninja. Like, she's got the
Oh, fuck
tiki
yeah.
mask, she's
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
spear, all that. That stereotype, basically.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's creating potions in the jungle. So she's like magic witch potions.
Hey, witch doctor!
A witch. Yeah, and we introduce that character, and that's like where like a story actually comes into play a little bit of like he wants to date her, and it's like that became a romance story, which we all got invested in.
Yeah, it was weird because it didn't happen till like the end of the episode, because basically witch girl kidnaps Red, and I think is he tied up? I don't remember if he is.
Red? He got tied up
Yeah.
and dipped into the bump
Yeah.
potion.
Okay. So yeah, she makes the
Forcefully
potion.
taken care of.
She and you know it's that
He
like
likes that.
oh you can't.
He's into that. We've addressed this.
Please try to explain it.
I'm just trying my
I'm
best.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Basically, he's scared of her because like you can't see her face, and like, oh no, scary strangers, danger. And
Mhm.
basically, the potion cures him, and then the booby comes by, and tries to attack them. Yellow is like this entire episode, he's off eating tomatoes somewhere else on the
Yeah, he
other side of
found
the
some
island. Like
food.
he's vibing. And basically, I think her name is Mango.
Yeah,
Mango
that's her
Mango
name.
saves Red from like the booby and holds him off for a little bit. And the Yellow and these colors are messing me up. Yellow and Red run off to like this edge of the cliff where they get stranded, and like on the way, Yellow sees the same mushroom that Red ate and got sick and eats it on the way, and you're like, uh-oh, stinky. Now he's gonna be sick. And they get to the edge of the cliff. Yellow gets sick, and Mango starts try and tame the booby. And she licks the booby on the nose, on the
A
beak.
gentle touch.
Gentle,
with-
yeah, to
Okay,
tame
hold
to
on.
tame the booby.
This is typical fashion when taming boobies.
That's
Yeah.
the other
It's
thing we didn't
true.
point out.
Hmm.
They don't have arms, but
yeah,
they have
Yeah.
tongues.
Yeah.
So they use their tongue for everything.
they do.
Mhm.
Everything.
Why do you
Yeah,
gotta say it like
literally
that?
their tongue
You
and
know
mouth,
why?
which is why there's probably so many butt jokes, because they use their tongue and mouth for literally everything that they do. Anything they do,
Okay.
if they have to hold something, it's like they use their tongue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mango uses her tongue as like a cane, which is kind of cute.
Yeah. Like,
She
yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
hops around like a little ninja. She like swinging around, like to escape the booby. She started swinging around on like all these vines, and I was like, whoa, Like, this is the
Whoa.
coolest character.
Yo.
Like, I am invested in how cool this character is.
And then we got her face reveal, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
she has the biggest Mo eyes.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
Giant ass anime looking eyes, dude. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You didn't have to make it that obvious that it was a woman.
Yeah. I mean, that's what always happens in cartoons, though, because
Of
they
course.
Red jumps off or no? Who jumps off the cliff?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Somebody jumps off the cliff.
Red jumped off the cliff because she got yeeted because fucking Yellow, like,
Oh yeah, because
had the
Yellow
farty mushrooms.
the booby likes when they fart.
He
So
likes some stink.
Mango was trying to tame the booby, and it was working well until Yellow farted, and then that made the booby angry, and so he was like, "Oh, you," and then he flung Mango into the ocean, and Red was like, "Oh no!" And then he went into the ocean to save Mango, and then they washed up on the shore. Which it was also very interesting watching them swim because they don't
Wiggly.
have limbs.
It's wiggly.
They just wiggle.
They're just these pill-shaped little dudes.
But yeah, basically they wash up on the shore, and then he takes the mask off of her to give her CPR, and it's weird to watch a little bit. And then oh my god, big girl eyes! Wow.
Wow, it is.
And that so began the love story for like an episode, the next episode, which was like they went so fucking dramatic with it, man.
Dude.
Takes her on a date. There was a miscommunication. Next thing you know, they're out in the rain and they like figured out they actually loved each other through these little figures. Like, oh my god, dude. It was like, this is a love story, but with fucking worms. Like,
yeah,
crazy,
we got
man.
thrown off because those two fell in love, but we thought that Yellow and Red were in love this entire time. So what's going on here?
What's going on? Are they going to have a threesome?
This is my headcanon. So they just fuck. Red and Yellow, they're just bondage buddies, They're just like they just hang
benefits.
out. Yeah. You just gotta live with your bondage buddy because this is time. You gotta save time on that. And like Red fell in love with the Mango. And the way I see it, it's like they're probably gonna get Mango in on that too. The worms are kinky,
Yellow
man.
set up that date for Red and Mango.
Yeah.
Set it up for them.
Great
homie.
wingman. Bondage wingman.
Yeah. But no, you're right. It was like extremely dramatic. Like she accidentally like kissed Mango. Like Mango is Mango is girl. Yellow is worm.
Yes.
Mango kissed Yellow on accident, and it was like one of those misunderstanding things. And like Red gets so upset, he runs off, and he's so like dramatic music starts playing. It starts raining. He's crying. He runs off and he drops his little statue he made for her as a present, and he's running off into the jungle crying. And Mango's running after him. She's crying, and it's like this whole. It's like, oh my god, this is a soap opera.
It really is, dude. It's fucking amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I said, they hired a writing team for this season.
Yeah. We started getting invested because it's like they weren't
They did it well.
They did.
Well,
the episodes didn't link up like this before. It was like a completely new format of show.
And we're just sitting there watching this. Like, why am I invested? It's Larva. There are fart jokes all over the place.
Yeah,
why
but
do
then
I
Jesus
care?
comes by.
Oh yeah.
And then Jesus.
That was like the next two
I don't know what his
episodes we
actual
watched,
name
didn't it?
is.
Or was that one episode? I can't remember. There's like a
I think it was the
stranded.
next one.
Yeah. So there was like a stranded human on the fucking island as part of the cast and he's basically Jesus. He's got the long hair. And
He looks like
beard.
Jesus. Yeah.
And that was like a whole thing. And then we realized like some of the proportions were kind of weird for the island. Like that island was a lot tinier than I expected, but
Yeah. So like at the start of it, we're just looking at the perspective of the larva, going around the island. And then like 2 minutes into the episode, they run into the human. and the human is giant and makes the island look small.
Yeah.
And we thought it was a big island.
We were deceived.
Yeah.
And they had their whole fiasco with that. And I think that's as far as we got into the show on like learning that. And then and it goes in farther because we were just looking at it. We saw the trailer for the movie, and the movie connects with the second show, which the second show is called Larva Island. We never said that. I just realized. We never did.
We did.
Yeah,
Did
I think I said that. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm just
Fine.
stupid then. Never mind.
The first show is Larva. The second show is Larva Island, and then the movie is also Larva Island. The movie, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's all it's called.
My bad. I didn't hear it. My brain blanked out.
Nah, you're fine.
Also, I think the human's name is Chuck. We called him
Yes.
Jesus because he looked like Jesus.
Yeah. It's
Chuck.
Jesus. It's not Chuck no more. It's
The
Jesus.
only, and that's like the first time we heard someone talk in the show too.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
words.
started
I'm
saying
like,
words.
what?
Yeah, we're like, what? They can talk.
Oh, it was so fucking weird. But yeah, I think that's like everything. Like that's all the stuff that we watched for it. It's an insane show. Like
There was a little bit more where it like went into how he's trying to get off the island. Like
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
he starts scavenging. Scavenging? Yeah, that word. Scavenging for materials to like build a raft. And in one scene, he has nothing, and then in the next, there's a shit ton of bottles taped together. And we're like, where the fuck did he get all of those bottles?
Yeah. It became Raft, the video game.
Yeah, an engine washes up on the shore, and it's like, oh, that's convenient. Like,
Yeah.
huh? And you see him too. He's like savoring and rationing his last little bit of candy, and it's like, oh, okay, he's stranded on an island. You know, there's no food, whatever. That's fine.
Mhm.
And then there's like a chase scene with the larva, and he's trying to catch them, and he climbs up a coconut tree that has coconuts in it, and I'm like, wait a minute, you could eat those. Like,
Yeah, he was like
there was-
eating seaweed in the scene
There was-
before.
Yeah, there was that whole scene. He like makes the seaweed into the shapes of normal food. Like he made it into the shape of a drumstick, of pizza, of a salad, and then he was enjoying the seaweed as if it was that food. Meanwhile, there's coconuts right over there, buddy. What you doing?
You don't need to eat seaweed. It's fine.
He even said like, "Oh, this tastes so fishy." Like, no shit, dude. That's crazy.
And I think the way that skit goes on is like as they're chasing them, they end up in the engine, the larva that is. And
Mhm.
like he couldn't get it to start too, and he ripped the cord for it. You know, it's like one of those engines for a boat. And
Yeah.
they get stuck in it, and he like I don't remember what he hit it with, but he hit it hard with
smash
something.
it with a rock. He's like, oh, fine,
Shit.
you, because basically the larva stole his candy, and because they're little jerks, and he's like, all right, give me my candy back, guys, and they wouldn't give it to him, and so they go into this engine, and they're like hiding in there with the candy, and he's like, all right, fine, and he smashes the engine with a rock, and that gets it to start, which is not good because the engine starts going, it attaches itself to the raft. This poor guy has probably been working on this raft his entire time here. Raft shoots off into the ocean, and he's like, oh man, like he tries to run after it to catch it. He's like, all right, maybe I could ride this home, like let me run after it and catch it, and gone, middle of the ocean. But then it blows
a few
up.
seconds later. Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing he
There
wasn't
is
on
no
that
saving
ship.
it. It just blows up.
And of course, the larva that was on that twinkle in the sky lands right back on the island. And I think that was the end of the episode. I'm like,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's it. I think that was like what we have watched of this
Yeah,
I think
entire
that's where we stopped.
franchise.
There's a lot more, but like it's
There's-
basically just trying to get an idea of like the series and stuff.
Yeah, like I don't know how many skits we watched in those first like
Oh, I
2 or
know.
3 episodes that
Mhm.
we watched of season 1 and 2. There was just so many. They just like rapid fire, like Bree said earlier, and sure Vera did as well. It's just
Yeah.
it's insanity.
Yeah, you're still processing the last one as it goes into the next and then the next. And it's like, what is happening? I don't even what am I looking at now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much yet nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was like, what?
'Cause
I don't
it's
understand.
such like, the first show is such condensed content, like, it's these little you're fitting so much into 2 minutes for each skit. So, like,
Mhm.
when you have them at like, right after each other, you have, like, like, I don't know, like, 10 something skits for, like, 1 episode.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's, like, so much to process, like, I was taking notes, I'm, like, still on the last skit. The skit's almost over ahead of me. I'm like, "Whoa, hold on!" It's just so much, and, the 2nd season, there were, like, these little animated sequences of basically, like, drawings, like, line art, like, 2D, animation, um,
Mhm.
in between the skits in the 2nd season. The 1st season, I don't really remember. I think it was just, like, uh
I think they were just jumping back and forth.
yeah, I think it was just, like, a cut, and it was, like, the episode title, and then it went to the next
Yeah.
episode, like, it was like, "Oh, okay, so this one's over," and then it's like, "The mosquito," and then it goes to the next one, and then so, yeah.
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 Um, I guess we can go like into like what our like initial thoughts, like how we all felt about like what we've seen, and I'll probably give off some trivia. Um,
It-
Farrah, let's start with you. Yeah, what was your initial thoughts? What's your overall thoughts have we watched, and would you watch it again?
Yes, I would watch it again. It's one of those shows where you can just like throw up on the side if you're doing something else and just kind of look over and laugh every now and then. Like I would not just sit down excited like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to watch Larva today."
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be great. It's not one of those shows. And I probably wouldn't watch it by myself either. Like if I was by myself, I would be way more critical. I wouldn't be laughing at it. But watching it with friends, it's funny because you're all laughing at the stupid shit together, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But I don't know what to think of it, honestly. I liked it. I enjoyed watching it. Um that's about it. Like I have no other opinions. I don't even know what opinions you can have on a show like this.
Yeah, it's yeah. Let's go to Bree next. I'll be the last one. Bree, what's your
Um,
overall overview?
it's the best thing we've watched so far.
Wow. Okay.
No,
Damn. You
no,
know
I
what? That's
like it.
valid.
It's funny. It's like stupid funny. It's like there's no reason for anything that's happening, and it just happens, and it's funny. Like I would definitely watch this again with like a group of friends and just be like,
Yeah.
like come here, everybody. Like look at like what's going on. Like what's happening? Like what is this? And I would definitely watch it again. I thought it was pretty good. Like it's not trying to like it's just a stupid show, and it's like it's good at being
Yeah.
a stupid kids show.
It's not trying to be anything more. It's just a
Yeah,
funny slapstick silent comedy, and it's great.
yeah,
Yeah, totally. That's definitely what I would put in my overview of this whole thing. Like, it's insanity skits that I'm like, I don't know why I fully like it because some of this shit is just cracked out, but I love
Mhm.
watching it, and I can't look away. It's just like I feel like in a sense it's just because of how rapid fire it is as well. It really just
Yeah.
feeds that instant gratification like that I need with my ADHD. That's just like, yeah, this is good.
yeah,
Just keep going and going different shit constantly. It just somehow feeds into that, and I'm like, this is good. And then as it continued on with the show, um, with the second series, just still had that without it, the whole thing, which was interesting as well. Since 2011 to 2018, you expect a lot of change
Mhm.
to happen. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
admire how they kept to the same like concept throughout the years. Like they
yeah,
didn't change
yeah,
it too much. They added a story, but that's about it.
Yeah,
was the
like they
exact
they
same throughout all of
changed
it.
the skit format, but like the idea of like the actual like larva, like just them hanging out doing stupid stuff, it's like it's
Mhm.
the same, and it's
Yeah.
like you don't normally get that when you have a show that's like that long.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
I
I would
appreciate
definitely
it.
watch it again. I would watch this again. I want to like actually sit down and watch the rest of this because it's just like it's really good. It's just a fun time. Like it's not even just a kid show. Like I feel like it's just good comedy of what it is. You know, good slapstick comedy, and I greatly
Yeah,
appreciate that.
it's one of those you can watch as a kid and it's funny, but also as an adult because there's so many hidden jokes in it that you would only
Yeah.
get as an adult. You know, like the fucking machine. A kid wouldn't get that, hopefully.
Kid, that's a fucking machine.
Oh no.
No, Billy, you're not
Oh
supposed to know.
no.
Um okay. I have
Move on.
trivia
Moving
if
on.
you want to do your trivia first because I
Ah,
just wanted
yeah.
to say like where well, I guess I can say it's basically just like um they are I looked it up and the company is based in South Korea and it aired there first. Its original language is Korean. Um
Mm.
and it aired on a Korean like network for kids, I think, and then it it went to Netflix.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
And also, apparently, as of 2013, Red and Yellow became mascots of Tubon, which is, I guess, one of the Korean channels, and it appeared in their
Oh.
production logos. So that tells you
Wow.
how well that it did. If you want to talk about that,
Yeah, we said it like right before we started, like how before we like watched it, like I said how like successful it was. So that's actually a good little segue. So this is premiered and like sold in over 40 countries, and apparently within the first 3 months had gotten 1.2 billion in royalties, like in
that's
money. That's
like
what the fuck.
Damn. Damn.
Like this is extremely popular show that like we just randomly learned about it one day. Like, I don't know. I think how we learned about it is like it was Bree, me, Ari, and I swear to God there was someone else. Just hanging out, going through Ari's like Netflix or something, and it just happened to be there. Larva clicked on it, and we just saw like an episode of it, and it's like, what the fuck is this
yeah,
shit?
because I remember watching it in high school. My friend was like, "Hey, we should watch this. It looks stupid." I was like, "Oh, okay." And we watched like one episode, and we're like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And I was like, "Guys, we gotta watch this."
As for my other piece of lore, not lore, same thing. Trivia lore, all in the same boat, obviously.
Obviously.
Only got two other pieces. Um, did you know that red is the red bug, yellow is the yellow bug, pink is
Oh
the
my
pink
god.
bug, black is the horned beetle, which we didn't get to meet, but he's in there. A little bit of spoilers. Sorry about that. Brown is the dung beetle. That's his name. That's the name of the dung beetle, Brown. Ivory is the stick bug. Violet is the giant slug. Yeah,
No
yeah.
way.
Riveting stuff.
Damn.
And as for my
No
last one,
way.
like this one, I know it's fucking wild. This one I had no clue. When yellow's depressed, he gets a green beard around his mouth. Yeah, you can quote
Dude.
IMDb for that shit.
Wow.
I wish I grew a beard when I was depressed.
I wish I could
Was
just grow a beard.
Was that all your trivia?
That's literally all I could find.
Oh, okay, because I have more, because I'm on
Oh,
the
thank
wiki and
God.
I'm learning things.
Yay.
Oh,
So
no.
Larva was launched by Tuba Entertainment in 2011 with adult viewers in mind.
Oh,
Okay.
Which
okay.
makes
So it was
sense,
intentional.
right?
That
It
explains
makes
the
sense.
bondage.
So
Explains a lot
the
of things.
producers aim to create a cartoon that could appeal to an audience of a wide age scale. So it debuted on the national channel KBS, which is I don't know if it's a kids channel. I just know it's a Korean, like South Korean cable channel.
Mhm.
It premiered on cable television with short 90-second episodes, and then it quickly became popular. And then, yeah, it was sold to more than 40 countries. But it was first premiered in South Korea, because that's where it was made. If you look at like the series overview, you'll see it like it premiered on the KBS network, and then it went to Netflix right after that.
So it looks like KBS is the most popular Korean television network.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting.
I guess it just panders to everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, there's definitely adult humor like in that show.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like you can tell, like
100%.
100%, dude.
They knew what they were doing. They knew.
Oh, 100%.
I appreciate it.
related merchandise. I want to see Larva merchandise. Hold on, I'm curious.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yo, can I get a Larva body pillow?
I want yellow.
Oh my god. Wait, okay. We may have to like add these after because this is there's plushies. There's like full-size
Yo.
plushies.
Oh, fuck
There's a
yeah.
backpack, there's shirts, there are statues.
I want statues.
There's like
Statues?
huge posters. Yeah, like dude,
Gotta link this shit.
like
Oh my god.
I didn't mean to.
I love that.
But like
Dude.
yeah, no, it's popular. It's definitely popular, which is you know why it made so much money. Again, it got sold to over 40 countries. And probably because it's made for everyone too, because you know that there's those adult jokes in there.
100%.
It's so
amazing,
ridiculous.
dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing, but ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to mention there's a list of characters. There's so many. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I want to talk about from Larva Island. There is a character called Krabs Former.
Yo!
And he is a
Oh.
crab that accidentally ate an unknown object that turned him into a robotic crab. He has a crush on a lady crab. However, she and the other crabs are scared of his powers.
Oh my god!
I believe we saw Krabs Former for like a passing second when
Yeah.
we did.
Jesus was eating his lunch, but we didn't watch everything, so we never really got into all of that. But I just thought that was a very important character that everybody should know about.
Forget
Butch and
return to
Mixeyyy would be
monkey.
all over that place.
Accelerate to crab.
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 Holy shit. That's insane.
Yeah.
Do you have any more? Any more trivia?
Not really. Just that Larva Island is considered season 4 and 5 of the first show.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's like the anime thing of like, you know, just a different title, and like when shit
Yeah.
comes out, it has like its own thing, but that okay.
Yeah. And that there are, I don't know if we said this already, but that there's 286 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many,
God.
dude.
Yeah.
Busted that shit out.
I think that's all the trivia.
All right. You guys have anything else you want to add before we get going? We're good?
I think so. Wait, actually,
oh.
I want to read out a few reviews for the show.
Oh, yes, you wanted to do that. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is from Google, right? This is like when you type in Larva show on Google and the Netflix 2011 show comes up. So you scroll down to reviews, and here's the first one. It's a 5-star review. It says,
Yes.
"My nephew started it. I thought maybe it's something educational, and I didn't get any of it. But after watching the show, he has been doing a lot better in school." I love that the show is funny and throw in something each and every episode to teach the youngest mind. Okay,
Oh,
my niece watched it with her brother and learned how to swim. My nephew made his dad fish when he learned about this. It didn't taste good, but it was neat. Go back and make more episodes leading off of the end of the movie and show it's good for kids and funny for teens.
Oh my
9 people found
God.
this helpful.
I'm so confused.
This person's angry. It
Oh.
doesn't. I actually cannot believe how many people. Oh no, actually, no, it's not angry. I can't tell. I actually cannot believe how many people have 20-foot poles up their bums. I think you're British, based on bad reviews of this show, as well as its predecessor, Larva Island. I mean, really, sexual. It's for kids. Well.
Well,
We just addressed that. Yeah, I don't know.
well,
We have we'll disagree
It
to
is-
this.
It is actually one of the only shows my 2-year-old watches and actually laughs at. He is 2. He doesn't know what any of it means. People need to chill out and have a bit of fun. Bunch of nuns. 50 people found this helpful.
I'm gonna use that as an insult now. You
Yeah,
bunch of nuns. Fucking nun over here. All right.
Oh my god.
How about
I
you
could
kick
do
that
like
paddle of your ass, man? Fuck you.
I could do like one more. Let me see. Oh, this is a long one. Oh, this one's mad. I want to
Oh,
read
fuck
bad
yeah.
reviews because I think he's
Hell
okay.
yeah, dude.
I watched the show a bit because they showed us at a school camp when I was like 9 or 10. Back when I watched anything. So to say I hated a lot back then and now, yeah, I hate this show. There's only a few times I left, but since did you mean since? He wrote since. Since a lot of it is gross jokes, it's disgusting, and I feel the need to bleach my eyes, ears, and nose since I can almost smell the farts. The show is just disgusting. The animation is fine, characters are ugly, but there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't mind and for whatever reason enjoy gross humor, you might like this show. Otherwise, 1 out of 10. I don't even think my brothers liked it. So there's the reviews. There are 3
What a bunch of nuts.
very different reviews.
What
yeah.
a bunch of nuns.
What a bunch of nuns. That guy right there, he's a nun. That last review right there,
Nun.
nun.
Thank you, Bree. Thank you for that. That
Very
was
Thank
great.
you.
Very dirty poggers.
On that note, we're gonna get out of here. That was fun.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for inviting me on. It was so much fun.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
Very fun. I'm glad you could be here and enjoy this hell with us.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for educating me on that. You know,
Yeah. So educational. You could even learn how to swim.
my
Yeah.
quality of life has improved.
Thank you everyone for listening, and thank you again for joining us, Vera. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Glad you could be here for it.
Yeah.
Let's get into like the plugging section of it. Vera, do you have anything to plug? I forgot to ask that.
You think I do shit right now?
All right, I got it.
Eventually, I will start streaming. Eventually, but that's it. I
Yeah.
don't have anything else going
In the
on.
meantime, you can find Vera in Discord, honing noobs at Valorant.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Bree, you can go next. For plugging here.
I'm BreeCeesAll at Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. I do art and play video games. Extremely
Fucking
poggers.
wonderful art.
Yes,
I
very
also
good.
Thank you. I have an art shop. I have like several places where I sell my art. So yeah, that link will be there.
Go
Yeah.
buy her shit, please.
Hype them up. Do it.
Your stickers are adorable. It's worth it.
Thank you.
It's very good shit. I love it. I am Klaus McHamster. I guess, yeah, I am. I was gonna say I was. I don't fucking know.
You were? What are
I
you
was.
now?
Who are you? Who have we been
I am
talking
no
to?
one. Vanish. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. I'm actually been a bit more active on TikTok with just random clips and shit. So you can check me out there, Instagram, all those places. I stream 4 days a week on Twitch, variety of games. I actually don't know what I'm going to be playing next week, but you can find me on those places. All those, just look it up. Also, link down below for all that. Again, thank you all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll
Yeah.
see you next time. Bye, guys.
See you guys.